So how would you like this to be your job description? Traveling around the world to help develop ice cream flavors for Cold Stone Creamery. Not a bad gig.
That is a pretty sweet gig. Food scientist and Amazing Race winner Dr. Maya Warren is joining us. She has more on the science behind the summer treat and some of the latest flavors. Dr. Warren, thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, first of all, what is a food scientist? What kind of science are you doing to match, say, chocolate with good flavors?
You know, great question. When it comes to being a food scientist, it actually surprises people. People don't really realize that so much science goes into food, but basically you can't have food without having science. So when it comes to ice cream, which is the science that I chose, or the world of food science that I chose to go into, it is actually so much science that I studied it for 6.5 years, and I have a PhD in food science specializing in the microstructure, sensorial, and behavioral properties of frozen aerated desserts.
Oh, that's,
so
oh my gosh.
That's
if I had to study it for 6.5 years, yeah, it's a lot.
What are some of the most recent ice cream creations that you've seen in terms of
So
flavor
some of the most recent, definitely, some of the most recent flavor combinations that are out there really involve a lot of kind of like the brown butter notes and really nostalgic things, or taking things that already exist in another way and transforming it into an ice cream and being able to enjoy it that way. Like we just launched the Reese's Peanut Butter Ice Cream Cups, which combines that nostalgic of people loving Reese's and loving chocolate and peanut butter, and then being able to bring that into the world of ice cream within adding the chocolate ice cream to it. It really elevates it and takes it to a whole different level.
Yes, we have them right here. And I
thought I heard you opening something, so...
These are them. I have not taken a bite yet, because I first need you to tell me, what is the scientific reason that chocolate and peanut butter go so well together? That's
a good question.
So, yeah, it's actually a really good question. One of the main things is that balance of sweet and salty. So, of course, you have the essence of salt that comes in from the peanut butter itself, and then you actually have the sweetness that comes in from the chocolate, and both of them are very creamy, and we like creaminess in general as just humans. And believe it or not, on your tongue, you have about 10,000 or so taste buds that kind of, you know, allow you to have a party in your mouth when you have something that's really good. And we are really drawn to that sweet and salty balance that chocolate and peanut butter bring.
Yes,
and in general, we're also really... Yes, they're happy. Believe you me, when you bite into that peanut butter ice cream cup, they will be so happy.
Oh, I just did. They're happy.
Dr. Warren, tell us a little bit.
They're happy. They're dancing.
Dr. Warren, tell us about some taste test fails. Maybe some combinations that you tried and were like, this is absolutely awful. We cannot produce this.
Definitely, it definitely happens more often than I would like it to. But some of the fails have been, for me, I've made some garlic ice cream with a little bit of honey. I thought maybe that would be really good, and it just didn't turn out that way. I've also tried like putting like making a barbecue flavored kind of potato chips kind of ice cream. It didn't really go too well either. Sweet salty is a good balance, but when you start bringing in sweet salty and tangy, that's when it kind of goes a little far, and maybe we shouldn't go that route. But there are things that maybe you wouldn't expect in ice cream that really do balance well, kind of like avocado ice cream really is really cool, because avocados have a good amount of creaminess and that fat, and they're kind of a neutral flavor. And when you add a little salt and a little bit of spice to it, it's really delicious. So it's all about balancing the flavors.
Doctor, we have to let you go, but I just love that all of this science on ice cream is happening in Scottsdale, Arizona. Obviously, you figured out how to not let things melt, though.
It's a year-round place for ice cream, year-round business. All right, Dr. Maya Warren, thank you so much for being with us today. We enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Okay, those Reese's Peanut Butter Cup ice cream cups, oh my gosh, they're so good. For more information about this summer's new ice cream flavors, or to find a location near you where you can try them, head to coldstonecreamery.com. There are a few here in
we've
Connecticut.
lost a couple over the years. I don't want to Glastonbury.
I'm going to say that it might be worth driving for those.